Hi everyone, here we are back with one more important announcement about Microsoft internship program for 2023 and 24 pass out students. Guys, when we came live in our last session, we got a lot of queries from the students of 2023 and 24 batches that do we have any internship opportunity in the upcoming days? And you can see that 24 hours has not been passed yet, and we are back with this announcement that Microsoft is hiring interns from 2023 and 24 batches. So in this video, we are going to see the step-by-step registration process, and we will see what are the documents which are required while filling the registration form. So let's not waste the time and let's begin with the registration form. But before this, I want your confirmation. I want you to give me a confirmation whether you guys can see my screen or not. Everybody, please use the comment section below and please do let me know whether you guys can see my screen or not. And am I perfectly audible to everyone? And if you have any query, if you have any doubt, you can post the same in the comment section. Our team will get back to you with the best possible answer. Everyone, please do let me know whether you can see my screen or not. I can see that some of you have responded yes, audible, audible. Okay, one or two students have responded screen is freeze. So I want you to refresh your internet connection because I can see that most of you have responded. Screen is visible, visible, audible, audible, right, audible. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So guys, those who are facing some internet connection, those who are facing some issues, please refresh your internet connection because my screen is perfectly visible to rest of the students. Everyone, please refresh your internet connection. I guess you will be back on the video. All right. So guys, you know very well that placement season is on, and most of the companies they have already started accepting the registration application or internship applications, and they have also announced their exam dates. And TCS is one of those companies whose exam is scheduled on 15th of July. So in the same lines, most of the companies are going to do the same in upcoming days. And Microsoft is one of those companies who has also started accepting the internship applications from 2023 and 24 batches. So in this video, we are going to see what are the steps which are involved in the registration and what are the documents that we need to carry while filling the registration form, right? So let's begin with the registration process. But before this, I want you to follow us on these social media sites because as I already informed you that most of the companies they will be launching the internship opportunity in the upcoming days, and they will be posting the exam dates, and we will be posting the same on these social media handles. Those who are added in our Telegram channels, you can see that every day we do post a lot of free informative content so that you can practice and prepare for the upcoming exams. And those who have already followed us on Instagram, they can see that we have already started the TCS 31-day challenge, where every day we do post previous year question papers and we do post most expected questions from the NQT 2023 point of view, right? So guys, please do not forget to follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn, and please be added in our Telegram and WhatsApp channel because we will be shooting and posting a lot of informative video. We will be posting a lot of conceptual video in the upcoming days, and these videos are going to help you a lot from the placements and the preparations point of view. All right. So guys, let's not waste the time. Please do follow us on these social media sites and start the registration process. So how you would get the registration link? You can see in the description, we have added two links. The first link is for the registration and the second link is for the survey. So I have on my screen, I have opened both of the links. So the first link is for the registration process and second link is for the survey. So we will follow and we will fill these two forms one by one. So when you will click on the registration link, you will directly come to this page. You can see that they have mentioned some basic details. They have mentioned up to 50% work from home. So if you are getting a chance in this internship program, 50% of the work will be completed from your home itself. So rest 50% they may ask you to report to the office, and they are not asking you to travel from one location to another location. And you can see that they have also mentioned the profession: research, applied science and data science, right? And they have mentioned roles and responsibility of a candidate or the intern once you will get a chance in this internship. So I'm not going to read all these responsibility and the overview because when you will click to this link, you will directly come to this page and you can read all these details carefully because let's not waste the time reading all these statements. We'll directly start filling the registration form. You can see that there are two buttons. The one button is on the top and the second button is at the bottom, so you can click any of the button. So I have clicked on the apply button and you can see that these four options are available to sign in. So Microsoft is there, LinkedIn is there, Google is there, and Facebook is there. I would suggest you to go with these two options, either LinkedIn or Google. So if you have very good LinkedIn profile, I mean, if you have updated all your certification or LinkedIn, if you have completed any kind of internship that also you have uploaded on the LinkedIn, that you can continue with the LinkedIn. If you have any basic profile, you are not regular and you are not very active on the LinkedIn, then you can go with the Google. But it's completely depends on the activities. If you are active, highly active on the LinkedIn, you can with the LinkedIn option. So in this video I'm going with the Google, okay, where it will ask you to fill your email ID. So you can see that I have opened that Google form, and it is asking some basic details. What is the this will ask you to fill your email ID and the password. So I have typed my email ID and I have entered the password. So you have to click on the next button. So once you will click on the next button, you will be directly come to this page. Just hold on, wait a second. I guess I'm facing some internet issue, so it's perfectly now. Yes, so you can see that on this page, when I have entered my email ID and password, I have directly come to this application form where they are asking me to fill some basic details. So what is your first name? So you can write your first name in this block, and last name, if you have any middle name, that you can fill in the middle name, because I don't have any middle name, so I'm not going to fill it. And what is your email address? So whatever email address you used at the time of registration, so they will be automatically they'll take this email ID only. What is your country? So obviously we are living in India, so we will be selecting India, and we'll click on the create button. So once you will click on this create button, your profile has been successfully created. All right, so now we will come to this application form, where this form will require some basic details, and we will be filling those details very carefully, because after 2 or 3 steps you cannot edit your details. So this is one of the most important things. Here you can see that there are 4 procedures to fill this application form. The very first one is profile, second is work authorization, third is self identification, and the last one is additional information. All right, so the profile information, any changes you make will be reflected in all active job applications, right? So I have entered my first name, I have entered my last name, although I don't have any middle name or preferred first name, so I didn't mention over here. So what is your email ID? They have already taken their email ID from the registration form. Here they are asking us to fill the address. So here you can see that there is one edit button. Once we will click on this edit button, we can fill all the uh, phone numbers, and you can fill your address, city, and country, whatever country you're living. So let's start filling these details. Wait a second, guys. And what is your phone number? 74083. So I have entered my phone number, and you can add your address, city, country. So let's enter the city. What is your address? All right, and so you can see that I have entered all the information: phone number, street address, city, country, and state. So let me select the state New Delhi, and you will click on the save button. So you can see that I have entered all the information correctly. The second option, see, you can see that experience and education. Once you will click on this button, it will ask you to upload your resume. So basically there are two options. Either you can go with your resume, or you can directly give access of your LinkedIn profile. So once you will give your LinkedIn profile access, this particular page will automatically access all the information which you have uploaded on the LinkedIn. All right, so as I already told you, if you have any updated LinkedIn profile, you can give the access of LinkedIn. Otherwise, you can go with the resume. All right, so once you will click on this upload file button, So upload a file or use LinkedIn profile. So you can go with the any profile. So let's say I have clicked on the upload a file button. All right. So I can go with any option. All right. So here you can see that your file should not be more than 2 MB. So you have to select a file which is less than 2 MB. All right, everyone. So you can take any file which is less than 2 MB. All right. So I have selected one file which is less than 2 MB. So from here you can view and update the detail. All right. So the next information which has to be filled is school or institution name. So let's fill your college name. So if your university name or if your college name is not mentioned in the list, you can select the other option. So here you have to select the field of study. Okay. So I have selected the field of study, and you can select the duration of this course. So let's select a duration. So you can select any duration. If you have already completed your graduation, you can select from to date, and if you are going to complete your graduation in the upcoming year, then you can select accordingly. All right. What is the level of education? So here you can see that bachelor's, doctorate, master's, MBA, other degree. So based upon your degree, you can select the level of education. School or country reason. So obviously we have to select India. Most recent employer. If you are working employee, if you are working in some organization, then you can give the name of your employer and you can give the job title. So let's say right now I am working in any organization, so I can type the organization name, and I can give the job title as well. Training and development, right? And I can select I currently work here, so you need not to give the start and end date. So if you are currently working here, you need to give a start date. All right. So I have given a start date, although I am working here, so I need not to give the end date. So if you want to attach any of the document related to this, employer and job title, you can attach the same in this attachment option. Although see, I'm not attaching any of the option, it's not compulsory, it's optional, right? So I have filled all the information correctly. So now I'm going to click on the save and continue button. So it is asking us to provide the state of the school. All right. So wait a second. So I have selected the state as well. So guys, whatever information you are filling in this form should be 100% correct. Make sure your information should be correct, because after that you want to be in the position to edit or alter this information. All right. So my information is saved, and they are taking us to the next page, that is work authorization. So please provide all the information requested. Answering these questions will not in any way disqualify you from the role at Microsoft, right? So you can see that, are you a legal authorized to work in India? So obviously we need to select yes. In order to obtain or maintain employability eligibility, will you now or in future require to companies sponsorship for an immigration related employment benefits? So yes, we need to select yes. All right. So we can click on the save and continue button. And next is it asking for the self identification. So self identification is nothing, you have to select your gender. So I have selected my gender, I have clicked on the save and next button. So here you can see that verify the info you have entered so far. You cannot go back and edit it once you select save and continue. So guys, whatever information you have filled in the previous window, make sure that information should be 100% correct, because after that you won't be able to change that information once you will click on the save and continue button. So I have clicked on the save and continue button. Now I will not be able to change any of the information which I have filled previously. Okay. So please make sure whatever information you are filling should be 100% correct. So you can see that there are some other questions as well. So candidate questions. All right. So please answer the following questions. So required field. So wherever they have marked star, it means that question is 100% compulsory for us. Anyhow, we have to answer that question. Are you currently employed by government or government agency in any capacity? So it's completely based on your background. If you are currently working in any of the government agency, or if you are directly or indirectly connected with any of the government agency, you can select yes. Otherwise, you can select no. Have you signed a disclosure agreement which may become an obstacle to your acceptance of employment at Microsoft? It is all about the bond which you have signed with the organization in which you are working. So if you have already signed a bond, if it is for 2 years and 3 years, and if you already completed 1 year, then you have to select yes. And if you haven't signed any kind of bond, then you can select no. All right. Have you ever worked with Microsoft as a full-time, part-time employee, vendor, agency, temporary, business guest, etc., etc.? So you can fill the statement very carefully, and you can make your selection according to your previous activities. See, if you have selected yes, then you can see that if yes, please provide your previous license. See, this will ask you what was your roles and responsibility, what was your personal number when you worked with Microsoft. It does not matter whether you worked as a full-time or you worked as a part-time. You need to mention your personal number. And if yes, please provide approximate start and end dates. You need to mention the duration for which you worked in Microsoft, right? If yes, what location did you work from? You have to mention the location. And if yes, in what capacity did you last work for Microsoft? It is all about full-time, part-time, intern, vendor. It is just like a type of employment which you got when you worked with the Microsoft. This will see, you need to answer this question while you will select the yes button. If you will select no, if you haven't worked in Microsoft directly or indirectly, then you can select the no option, and you need not to answer these 5 questions, 5 to 6 questions, right? So if yes, please provide any other names that you have used in the past. See, if you have selected no, you need not to answer these 6 to 7 questions. So similarly, we have one more questions. Are you now or have you ever been employed by Microsoft subsidiary, just like LinkedIn, GitHub, Gaming Studio, and nonce, right? So if you have worked with any of the organization, you have to select yes button. If you are going to select yes button, then you need to mention that particular organization which you have worked, right? So I haven't worked any of the organization which is associated with the Microsoft, so I have selected no. So you can see that in both of the questions I have selected no. So I'm not going to fill all those details, because if you are going to select yes, then only you have to select these, you have to fill these entries. So I have filled all the questions, I have answered all the questions, and I'm going to click on the submit button. So once you will click on the submit button, you can see that there is one more job specific questions, right? So there are 3 job specific questions. Are you currently in a full-time employment, not internship? See, if you are a full-time employee of any organization, you can select yes, otherwise you can select no. If you are doing an internship, you can select no button. So if you are not currently enrolled in any university, did you receive your last degree before 2020-21? It's completely based on the past activity or your academics duration. So I'm going to select no button. Have you submitted the MSR India internship interest form? If not, please complete the form before you submit application. So this is what I was talking about when I was asking you to click on both links. The very first link was registration link, and second was this Microsoft research form, right? So basically this is nothing but the survey. So once you will go to the next page, before that, for a safe side, you please fill this Google form. This won't take much of your time. Here you can see that this will ask us to fill some basic details. All right, so I'm gonna fill some basic details in this form, because this is mandatory. It's not mandatory, but yes, if you have already filled this form, this will give you some benefits, because they have already mentioned this form collects additional information about you to make it easier for us to determine the best way to evaluate your research internship application and match your appropriate projects, right? So it's completely based on the interest and your expertise. They just wanted to understand in which area you are having some expertise, right? So I have clicked, I have filled the basic information. So here they are asking us for the latest degree. and which institution. So they are asking us to fill the institution. All right, everyone. So I have filled the university name. Which year did you receive your degree? What is your major? Like they are asking us to select the branch for which you have completed this degree, and what is your CGPA. So you can write your CGPA over there. Again, some additional information. All right, you have to click on the next button. So again, area and interest and skill set. So you can see that first area of interest, second area of interest, and third area of interest. So it's completely your area of interest, right? So you can select the most recent, the very first. It's completely based on your preferences. If you are preferring computer system and networking, if you are if you are taking more interest in this particular domain, then you can select as your first area of interest, and similarly you can go with the second and third one. Then again, this question is mandatory proficiency in the area of interest. Please choose any for areas that are not interest. Okay, so here they are asking us to fill this question, and if you have not completed any kind of internship, or if you have not completed any kind of certification, then please use any option. And if you have completed any kind of internship, and if you have got any kind of certification, so you can see that there are 4 levels: token introductory course or token advanced course. It's completely based on the level of course which you adopted in last days, right? So you have to select accordingly. So this is all about the patent or research publication. If you have published any kind of research paper, you can mention the link and you can mention the paper ID in this box. And if you have submitted any patent, that also you can mention in that box. Development skills. So again, this question is mandatory. So again, we have 5 labels, and if you have not done any kind of internship, and if you are not very pro in these skills, then you can select any button. All right, so it's completely based on the expertise in the area. So as of now, to complete this application form, I have filled randomly. What are a few of your best achievements in tech? Please mention them in brief. So here you can see that they have given some examples. If you have completed any project on LinkedIn, GitHub, Behance, Google Scholars, and if you have successfully completed any kind of hackathon, then you can also mention in in this box. So please make sure that your best achievements in the technology, whatever achievements you have got, you can fill in this box. Do you wish your application to be shared with the other team of Microsoft's beyond Microsoft Research that also offers research internship? So obviously we need to select yes. Let's say if you are not getting any chance in this internship opportunity program, so there are some chances we can get some other internship opportunity if we are giving the access. So obviously we need to select on yes button. What would you prefer internship duration? So 6 month starting January, 6 month starting July, 3 months starting May. So it's completely based on your availability. If you are available from January itself, then you can mention January, July, or May. You can select whatever you want. Have you applied to Microsoft Research Travel grant in the past? So if you have already applied, you can click on the yes button. They have already given a reference link, so you can click on that link and you can get to know whether you have already applied for this program or not. So if you have already applied, you can click on the yes button. If you have not applied, you can click on the no button. Once you will click on the submit button, then you can come back to this page so that you can select this yes option. See, it's not mandatory that you have to fill this application form before filling this registration form, right? So but for the safe side, first I have filled this form, then only I come to this page. Okay, so as you can see that I have already filled this Microsoft Research survey form, and I'll click on the submit button. So once you will click on the submit button, you will come to this page where this is the final page. Okay guys, so job location specific question. Please provide all information requested. Answering these questions will not anyway disqualify you from a role of Microsoft. It does not mean if you select Gurgaon, Bangalore, or New Delhi, any of the location, then you may disqualify from the role. It does not mean. Are you legally authorized to work in the country listed above? So obviously they are hiring for India, so we are living in India, so we need to select yes. So that also here also we need to select yes, because let's say if they want us to relocate from India to another country. So this question is all about the basic my immigration, like whether you have successfully got your visa and passport. So if you have all these basic documents, then you can select yes button. So guys, you can see that we have successfully filled this form. Once you will click on the submit button, your application form will get submitted. So you can see that we have successfully filled the Microsoft internship program for 2023 and 24 students. So guys, please fill all the information correctly, because here if you are going to fill any information which is not in the correct format, then you will not be able to change or alter this information once you will click on the submit button, right? So whatever information which you have filled in the previous option, so please make sure all the information should be 100% correct. And please make sure whatever email ID that you are going to take, it should be 100% correct, and it should be used in the recent way, because if you are not going to use your latest email ID, then there are some chances that you may miss the reply from the Microsoft team. And whatever contact number you are going to fill in that application form, make sure that should be in the use. So here you can see that we are done with this research internship application form. So once you will click on the submit button, this application form will get submitted. All right, so guys, everyone, please make sure that you have already followed us on these social media sites: Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp and LinkedIn, because in the upcoming days we will be coming live. We will be giving, or we will be taking a lot of lectures for the upcoming exams. So everybody, please follow us on Instagram, please be added in the Telegram channel, because every day we do post a lot of videos. We do post previous year question papers, and we do post some upcoming expected questions from the exams point of view in the Telegram group, and we do post latest hiring in the WhatsApp group. And LinkedIn, we are providing a lot of hiring opportunity. If we are having any vacancy in our organization, that we can post on the LinkedIn, and you guys can get an update from this particular platform. So everyone, please do not forget to follow us on Instagram, and please be added in the Telegram channel, and please be added in the WhatsApp and follow us on the LinkedIn. And please make sure all the information which you are using to fill the Microsoft internship form should be 100% correct. So we will be back with one more internship opportunity. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button of YouTube. All right, everyone. So please fill the form and have a great day.